Happy holidays, hunters! I'm the Survivalist, and we return Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures. I mean, despite how many episodes it's been, I still have troubles with the name, because it is a mouthful. But I hope you guys are enjoying the holidays. You've had a pretty nice morning so far. This is coming out 1 Eastern on Christmas Day, probably. I think it's Christmas Day, or is it Christmas Eve? Might be Christmas Eve, but anyway, it's pretty close to the holidays. Hopefully you're doing well, you're enjoying the time, stuff like that. And we're going to head out and tackle a little bit more of the game and see what we can do to get further in. Last episode, I admittedly spent quite a while trying for the Bobcats. They can be a pretty elusive animal in a lot of other hunting games, but I might have been a little too passive when it came to try and go after them for the episode. So not a lot got done, but we at least did get the one we needed. But we do have a side objective that we're going to tackle at the start today. And truth be told, it may take up a fair bit of our time. We'll see how it goes. We have to go to another person's lodge, which is like another little small area on the side. And last time we did this was, I think, somewhere called Pine Gully. For some reason, that name's sticking around. I don't know why. But we went to somewhere like that. We had to take down 3 timber wolves to get the secondary objective. But it was a very good payout of $1,000 for it. So we're going to try to tackle that, or what might be something like that today, too. We've got to go out to Allen's Land. I think it's called Cattail Mire is the little area it is. But we're going to head to there, see what the objective is, try to knock it out, and depending on whether we do it quickly or not, we might even try for a couple whitetail before the next lodge. And I might have to take a little look at another walkthrough just to see, like, when the, finale to the areas are. Because, like, the one episode I did a while ago, well, maybe not that long ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, that one lasted, like, close to an hour in length, and I prefer not to have episodes go that long, but if I kind of knew what we were going to be getting into, I could have planned a bit more accordingly, so I will be trying to keep episodes from going that long in length from happening. Again, I'm still trying to figure out budget and everything for a better internet service package. That's honestly the one thing I think is really limiting the channel right now. Just because with a better internet service, there's the possibility of getting into streaming, which has been a big one I've wanted to start with. There's also the upload times could be so much more increased. And some larger games that I probably would like to cover, but are like huge in gigabyte download sizes, I can maybe look at. It's just the one thing that, again, I gotta check and see everything for it. And we should be pretty close to the fence line for Cattail Mire now. Oh, yeah, there's the fencing there, so I think it's just a little bit more to the north. Our stamina still isn't the greatest, but hopefully, as we keep playing, it'll keep getting better. I know there's a surprisingly wide array of stats when it comes to... Oh, here we go. So then the opening should be... Yeah, right here. I'm surprised at how wide of an array of stats there are for the game, because there's, like, resilience, stamina, strength, tracking, stealth. I think there's, like, 6 or 7 total. And as you just keep playing and doing stuff, they will passively increase. But I don't think there's any, like, big milestones that, as you hit, you'll get things done.
I need you to hunt bobcats on my land. They've been scaring away all my visitors. I will pay you $1,000.
I wish I had kept the predator collar. Okay, so how many do I have to hunt? Hunt bobcats, that's all it says. Okay, well, it's not a very big piece of land, so it might not be too bad trying for them. But yeah, this is where I do wish the game would give you a little more notice, or you could at least have multiple callers at a time. Because I feel like if I want to go after them, I either need to provoke them into attacking me, which, I mean, is a fair option. We've seen it does work sometimes. Or I need to spot them from afar and be able to take an accurate shot. Yeah, it's not too big of an area, so I think the biggest problem is just trying to find them through all of the bush that's here. But yeah, there's... Now, Oh, actually, one thing I should check is with the log cabin, I should check and see if I could actually, like, say, step inside and change my gear. I doubt it's something you can do, but I haven't even thought of, like, trying, and maybe that is something that would make this a lot easier. But how many bobcats I have to hunt, I don't really know. It's at least 2, because I don't think they would say hunt bobcats if it's just the one. But yeah, there's not, like, a lot of territory they can be. So might be I just need to flush them out and push them towards perhaps the transfer area or like the edge of the map. And then if they get stuck in their little like circling loops, I can either get them provoked to attack me, or I could just see where their like one of their turning points is and take the shots there. Yeah, so far, not even getting the names going off. Like, with these little small shrubbery trees. Going visually, I don't think it's going to be that helpful. But, again, let me check at the log cabin, see if there is a chance to be able to swap any gear out. If I do need to rest, I can, which is good. Oh. No trespassing. That's all that says. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I can't use this to change out my gear for anything else. I'm just kind of stuck with what I've got, which, again, I wish they would give you a little way of knowing what the objectives would be, or at least being able to leave the area with the secondary objectives. It's pretty limiting to not know what you're going up against. At least when you... one thing I've started noticing is, when you do get the tags in the lodge, the order they go from top to bottom is the order they'll be in the next areas. It's like, that's how I knew there'd be a bobcat to go after first. That's probably been the entire case throughout the game. I was just dumb and took a while to notice the pattern. Yeah, this is going to prove to be tricky. It's not a big area, so I'd expect to maybe see them running about, although... Yeah, the problem with this is, though, if they are super skittish... they might be running off well before I can even, like, get close enough to see where they are. Because callers aren't going to be able to work, so I have to go to them, or scare them to come to me. And yeah, this is as far as we can go. And I don't think they are going to be down at the water. Yeah, I don't have names popping up yet. Yeah, I was worried about last episode being too long spent on a single Bobcat. Now, who knows how long it'll be trying to get multiple. Yeah, nothing. I'll use this just to help a little bit. Maybe I'll try and see if maybe I have them pushed to this edge. It's like, as much as there's the arrow there, I don't know how far it goes until you're hitting, like, the... Okay. So that's the way back. Yeah, see, again, that's... Okay, let me try going straight north for a while until I hit, like... Yeah, I know, I'm not trying to leave the area, I'm just trying to get a feel for, like, how big this map is. Oh! Oh! Okay, you are... or were here, but you didn't get provoked into an attack, which is kind of what I was hoping to happen. Where'd you go? It was right around here. It's probably run off to somewhere, and I don't think I'll be able to see it again too easily. Well, at least there's one encounter. So let me try working back up kind of towards where it was. Okay, so here's the sign where we ran by, or it ran by us. Alright, think... Was it this sign, or was it a Cattail Mire sign? I don't actually know. But truth be told, I was actually really hoping it would attack us. I do have the first aid kit, so even if it did maul us a little ways, I could have just banished ourselves off after, and that would have been an easy one knocked off the list to go for. But these are... I mean, if it was my own time spent, I wouldn't mind it too much, but it's always trying to get stuff and content done and keep us moving forward. That makes me hate objectives like this. This is probably going to turn into kind of like how the wolf one was. I'm just hoping it is only 2 animals. Oh. Okay, that's weird to have had come out of nowhere. Did one of them drown or something? It's like... Or is that just like a reminder of... Okay, you've been out here for a while. This is how many are left for you to go for. Don't take it too hard. I don't know, it just kind of is a weird thing to have gotten out of nowhere, because I don't know if I had that ever appear... Unless I had taken one down before. But yeah, that was... a super weird message to have gotten of all times. For as much as I was chasing around the wolves, I don't think I ever had that pop up, so... Did I accidentally scare one into the water and that, like, took it out? I mean, if it did, I will still take it, because this is, again, pretty difficult to do. Like, the thing is, I could crouch and slowly sneak our way through this area looking, but... I don't know... Well, it might actually give us more results, because so far I've been running around a lot with no luck. I think if I am able to get these two for this... I will return us to the lodge and save. I mean, I don't think it'll be too hard going for the whitetail, but I don't think I can squeeze it all in unless it's a really long episode. Man, that's the biggest issue I have, is just I have to rely entirely on using the optics to look around for them. Oh, hang on. Okay, again, I don't have any way to call it in, so I have to... Where were you? Somewhere over this way. Oh! I just saw the two of them. So I think they are stuck in like a little possible loop this way. Because they kind of hit a point and then did a sharp turn. I don't know how they like had detected me with like being low to the ground. But at least I did see them for a moment. Yeah, I think they're going to run this way. And they came to just a little bit by the sign. And then they turned, or at least one turned and ran. So I wonder if maybe I can wait it out. At least I'm seeing... There's one.
Do not have a tag for that animal. I must warn you.
But... you asked... The secondary objectives are for... What is going on with this game? Did I have to come here before getting the Bobcat from the, like, first area? Oh, man, that might be it. As long as you have a tag, they count. Okay, well, that one... I'm okay there because I had to get attacked by it. But there we go. Yeah, so if there is something go to another strip of land, maybe I shouldn't actually complete the primary objective. No, wait, I had to complete the primary objective because it wouldn't let me go otherwise, so... Okay, yeah, it's weird. So what I'm going to do is I'll run us back to the lodge, save there. Next episode, we'll go for the whitetail in the next region. But this was a confusing one. I had to get the Bobcats from this first area to go to the secondary objective, which was Cattail Mire. But on Cattail Mire, if they didn't attack me, I got a warning that you can't use, like, you don't have the tag for the animal to get. So, I don't know how to stack that or rank that up. Would it have been if I got both animals, I actually would have gotten a penalty for it? I have no idea. That is one that I just can't really explain. The good news is we at least got a huge amount of cash for it. And once we get back to the lodge, save, and wrap up, it'll be very helpful going forward. But yeah, that is a bizarre circumstance. I mean, I'm not expecting the game to be programmed to without issues or problems or bugs to it, but still. That would be quite a thing to have where you got the two, but then you got a penalty, even though it was secondary. Like when we were going after the wolves in the other one, or any secondary objective animals, really, we've never had to worry about having a tag for them. So I don't know if it's just because it was, again, a carryover species of Bobcat in the first area, and Bobcats in the second, why that warning happened. It's weird. But at least that is a fair amount done for this weekend. A lot of money brought in. The whitetail shouldn't be any trouble next weekend, and then we'll be to another lodge. And we can see what awaits us there. Or like how much further there is of the marshlands. But back to Quagmire Lodge. I still also do wonder, like, once we've completed Career Hunt, are we unlock more options in Quick Hunt, or is it just this is the only time you can play with all the gear you're getting? It'd feel weird if it is the only time you get, like, you can play with the gear you're getting. But with the age of the game, it might be that way too. I have no idea. For now, though, get inside. Probably set time of day back down to like 8 a.m. to start us off, save, and then end the episode. Yeah, so I'll do this first while I'm thinking about it. So I think we want 20? Okay, 12. Okay, 12 hours will take us to 11. Basically, let's say midnight. Yeah, so let me do 19. I think that'll put us to like 7. You know what, good enough, because it's going to take me a little while to hike, so that should work just fine. Now we can save the game and end things off here. And right there. Yeah, overwrite that. And we are all good to end everything off here. So, thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures. If you liked the video, you should give a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And until I see you all next video episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, happy hunting, and happy holidays.